We talked a lot about behavioral things. Wanted to share just a couple of things related to more towards thinking or attitudes and or cultural kind of trends. These are trends that have been monitored and reported on for more than a decade by Gartner. I had the fortunate opportunity to attend a recent webinar that they conducted and found there's a lot of good things within these and applications for different brands as it relates to consumer thinking, which ties obviously into their behavior as well. The 5 main cultural trends that Gartner had kind of called out for 2023 are shown here on this slide. Brand expectations, leaning out, cancel the rich, and a myopic state of mind, as well as wander and wonder. I'm going to detail just a little bit more on each of one of these on the last couple of slides here. So when we're talking about great brand expectations, basically what we're talking about here is that consumers really, in the face of all the what they're being confronted with, want companies to feel their pain as well. Therefore, you know, in order to get the loyalty and the trust and things that they want, they expect companies to take a hit as well. So that's why it's very key to be very authentic in the communications and things like that. If you're going to go out there and start talking about sustainability or other kinds of societal kind of ideas, or that you have to be true because people are basing their loyalty and trust on that. The leaning out values that come part of that are happiness and simplicity. You know, as a result of the pandemic, a lot of consumers are rethinking, you know, is this all worth it? Is all this striving, all this hard work, all this kind of moving up the you know, the pyramid worth it? When, you know, life is short, kind of thing, and so people are reconsidering things, and, you know, maybe I can do with less, or what are only focusing in on those things that are truly important to me. The cancel the rich thing is kind of self-explanatory. As consumers are, you know, feeling the pinch themselves, you know, they're questioning, you know, the whole thing about the rich and that, and things that come out of that in terms of that are, you know, more equality, more populism, an inclusive kind of messaging that would be critical to marketers moving throughout 2023. The myopic state of mind, here we're talking about you know, this cocooning that has happened as a result of the pandemic. Consumers looking for comfort and security. You know, so it's emphasizing personal, you know, kind of possibilities, and, you know, in this case, you know, finding comfort and serenity in the messaging that marketers are putting out to that. You know, they've kind of looked inward rather than outward. Now, that being said, there is also this feeling of wander and wonder that is also this value that is emerging, that there is, after being, you know, cocooned for so long among some consumers, there's this strong desire for discovery. One thing that was really emphasized with that is that discovery or wander is not about like kind of rushes or adrenaline kind of things, but it's about awe, and it does kind of counter what we just talked about in the myopic state of mind kind of value. So it's very critical that advertisers and marketers understand what portion of your key consumers are falling into each one of these kind of buckets and are feeling a little bit more of one or the other in terms of the messaging that you want to come through on that. So and because those kinds of things will resonate that much more, which is key in terms of getting some of the engagement that we want from the marketing and advertising that we'll be doing in 2023 and beyond.